It's been a while, but I'm happy to say, welcome back to Mac Music Review. Today we're looking at an album. Before I do, just want to say there's going to be some stuff down in the description if you want to know the channel works. All that good stuff is going to be down in the description for this video. Today we are looking at the album The Definition by Jon Bellion, and this is the album cover. This album, it's got 11 songs on it, and it's actually a good bit longer than The Separation, despite having only 11 songs instead of 12, or 13, I don't remember how many were on that. But these are all full-length songs. There's no interludes, there's no super short songs. They're all about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. No super-duper long songs on this album. To describe this album, musically, you have a lot of, kind of hip-hop beats, and you have a lot of really big, cinematic-sounding stuff, like Preoccupied, Carry Your Throne. Carry Your Throne especially is really big and epic sound. Money Right's got some rap beats and stuff. Preoccupied's got a rap beat, and then also this really kind of airy chorus. There's also some moments that feel a lot smaller and are kind of a little bit quirky, a little bit original, a little bit just kind of slight, like on some of the verses on some of these songs and some of the music. Luxury has some big sounding stuff, but also a pretty, it's got trumpets during the verses or after the chorus. This album's got a whole lot of instrumentation. A lot of it is this pixel perfect sounding electronic pop music. A lot of this music is made using a computer, and it's very obvious. But yeah, you do have some trumpets, you do have a lot of rap beats, you do have a lot of big cinematic kind of sounds on this album. Basically a whole lot of different stuff going on this album in terms of music. Carry Your Throne musically is amazing. This is like a mind-blowing song with how huge the music is on this, and it's a pop song, and it's like pixel perfect pop music and vocals, and it just works extremely well. It's really kind of a fantastic song in terms of music. In terms of lyrics, it's not the best thing ever. The lyrics are extremely sexually explicit, and it's kind of off-putting, honestly. It's kind of awkward, it's kind of unnecessary. So lyrically, it's really not a great song, but musically, it is really kind of breathtaking. You can just kind of take your breath with just how, make you gasp at just how crazy awesome the song sounds. The next song is called Preoccupied, and it is probably the best song Jon Bellion has ever made, in my opinion. I think it's my all-time favorite Jon Bellion song. It is a rap song for most of it. So he's rapping, it's got this really good beat, he's talking about his influences musically from Death Cab for Cutie to Kanye West and all that kind of stuff. And then in the chorus, it's this completely beautiful chorus where he talks about how people told him he had the attention span of a child or a fly. And then he says, "I'm glad I live my life preoccupied." They're saying that he has ADD or ADHD or something, and he has this mental problem, and he talks about that he's glad he had it after all that happens. And it's insanely profound and insanely beautiful. And the singing, just the rapping, you get this rapping, and then you get the singing, and the contrast is so strong because his singing voice is so amazing. And the rapping is definitely not bad at all in this song, but the singing is really, really fantastic, and this is a really amazing song. Human is one of the most ambitious songs Jon Bellion has ever written, and that's saying a lot because this is a fairly ambitious songwriter with songs like Morning in America and Hand of God and all these songs. But this song, it's about being human. It's about being a human and being a human being and all the complexities and stuff that come with it. It's also one of the most personal songs he's written. The song saying he specifically wrote it for this girl that he's in love with, I guess. And I guess it's his wife now, because now he's married, and he says her by name. He says her name. He says that he's too scared to tell the one he loves why he wrote this song, or that he wrote this song for them. And then he says, "Lauren, call me when you hear this on," or something. And it's kind of crazy. But musically, this song is super ambitious, super deep, fantastically moving, profound lyrics. About having everything and feeling like you have nothing. About being rich but being scared of going broke. About having a beautiful wife or girlfriend and then scared of dying alone, of ending up alone, and it's all this contrast. The imagery he uses in the bridge is fantastic, where he talks about he has GPS on his phone, and why is he scared of being lost? Why do I feel lost? I always have GPS on my phone. I have my phone with me. I always know where I am. Why do I always feel lost, or why am I scared of being lost? And it's kind of fantastic. Run Wild is a narrative song. It's a storytelling song about this girl who's in love with this guy, and the guy breaks up, and the girl basically is totally obsessed with this guy. She's totally, completely obsessed with him. And when they break up, it totally wrecks her, and she like literally goes crazy. Musically and vocally, the song is fantastic. The story's interesting. Honestly, it's a great song. It's just a great song. A Haunted House is easily the least impressive song on this album. This song is the music is pretty minimal on this album, and this is an album that's very maximum. The music is very out there and crazy and all over the place. But this song is really fairly simple musically. Super, super corny lyrics. This is a love song about the ghost of his exes that haunt him, and they cry, oh, 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 oh. It's like, oh, it's cringe. It's like a cringy pop song. It's cringe. The next song on this thing is called Jungle, and Jungle really just... There are parts of it that are good musically. Lyrically, it comes across as super creepy. Jon Bellion comes across as kind of a stalker, as kind of like a predator. It's a song about there's this pretty girl that he likes, and he says that very weirdly. And he says that you're really attractive and you're living in New York. And New York is a jungle with lions who want to get you. And if you're in my tent, you'll be safe. And it's like, the way he talks about it, something like sleep in my tent and you'll be fine. It's creepy. It's not good. Parts of this song musically are pretty good, but it comes across as kind of creepy. Okay, I gotta hit you with some big picture stuff because I don't want to just go through the whole track list. It's taking too long. Anyway, this album, lyrically, it's not the best. The first few songs really have fantastic lyrics along with Luxury, but then you have some really terrible lyrics on songs like Carrier Throne. Ooh, that is the cringiest lyrics ever. A Haunted House, ooh, an Immigrant. Simple and Sweet, all of these, Jungle, which literally just sounds creepy. All these songs really have not even just mediocre lyrics, but not good lyrics which I actively dislike. And I would say, so generally speaking, the lyrical content on this album is not great, but generally speaking, the musical content of this album is fantastic. Super, super, super good. The only music on this album that doesn't work super well, is some of the music on Jungle. A Haunted House is kind of lackluster. And then an Immigrant, the verses have pretty lame music, even though the chorus sounds pretty good. So yeah, musically, vocally, this is a really fantastic record. Lyrically, it's really kind of weak. This album has some truly amazing songs on it, but it's not a great album. It's almost there, but some really weak songwriting is going to keep it. Some really not good songs in terms of lyrics keep this album from being great. I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5. If you heard anything in the background, if you've been hearing anything in the background for this video, it's my siblings. 2 of them are playing basketball right over there. Right? Not behind me, but behind the camera. And so that's what you're hearing. I apologize. Anyway, next album we're reviewing is going to be Translations Through Speakers? Is that what it's called? I don't remember. It's going to be the debut Jon Bellion album, the first one he ever made and put on Spotify. That's what we're reviewing next. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day.